On today's episode of Bill and Frank's Guilt-Free Pleasures, we talk about a song and its iconic video on a U.S. Navy battleship.
We talk about a singer who's been deemed the goddess of pop.
And we discuss an artist who has ties to seatbelts, bagels, whales, and time travel.
You're listening to our take on If I Could Turn Back Time by Cher. Frank, I thought today's song would be fitting, seeing that we've just come out of Hate Month.
Yes.
And, you know, we felt some major feels.
I don't disagree.
Yeah.
I think there are still some lingering feels, maybe?
Yeah, I think so. And so I thought it would be a fitting sentence here. If I could turn back time, how would I do Hate Month differently? Well, I know on my end, I think maybe I'd be a little kinder about Hero.
Yeah, I think I would have amped up my vitriol and my disdain for the songs that you chose.
Great. I'm glad we got that settled. Perfect. I believe we got all the feels out there.
Perfect.
Okay. So if I could turn back time, I guess Bill and Frank aren't changing anything because we're still here.
And we'll always be here. Wait, did we just end the episode?
It feels like we did.
No,
No, it's the beginning of the episode.
Okay, let's turn back time, redo this intro, and introduce the song If I Could Turn Back Time by Cher.
Every time I hear that chorus, it really lifts me up.
This song in 1989, it was everywhere. It was all over the place.
Everywhere but your local video station, unless you stayed up late at night.
Yeah, until 9 o'clock at night. We'll get into the video, which was, I don't think it was any racier than anything else that was on MTV at the time. It was just that some people found it disrespectful.
Yeah, but we'll come more to that when we get to the video. But right now, I think it's time to talk Cher the artist.
Yes, Cher. So her real name is Sherilyn or Cheryl. I have two different sources saying two different things. Sarkisian.
Yes.
Sarkassian?
Well, it could be. It's a great Armenian name.
Yeah.
She might be the greatest Armenian singer of all time. Do you think that's I mean, I wonder what people would say about that. I got some Armenian friends. I should have reached out to them, but she's a big deal.
Yeah, she's also indigenous as well.
Well, yes. Now, I did hear today that might be a possibly dodgy thing. We don't know if they have the history. There was a time where people would make claims, but there's specific rules for proving it. And I don't know if she's proven it, but she did wear a native headdress in concert.
Yes, that's right.
I'm not sure that was a great idea.
Do you think maybe we should ask her to take a 23andMe? It's not a test, I guess. Do that whole program and then figure out maybe?
Yeah, that should go really well, Frank. Yeah. Just don't anger her fans.
Yes, no. And she has a massive throng of fans.
It's incredible. I didn't realize how popular she was and how much more popular she actually is in Europe than she is in America. She's sold like over 100 million records. Does that sound right, or is that more?
It sounds like that could be right. She's called the goddess of pop, and she's had a career that spanned well over 60 years. She has #1 hits in 6 different decades.
Right. I think it might be 7 now. Let me count it. Wait. 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, thousands, and 10s, 20. The current one, because she released a Christmas album.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Did it go to #1 though?
Somewhere.
Okay.
Armenia. So yeah, but she's had hits in 7 decades.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's just bonkers.
It's unparalleled, and I don't think it will ever be matched.
No.
Also, I have to be honest, if I try to think about Cher songs, I can only think of a handful.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really know many of them. So when they call her the goddess of pop, it's on the basis, to me, of just a couple songs. Now, I don't want to anger these mega fans.
Yes.
We do love this song especially, and Cher is iconic. However, I don't really know a lot of her stuff outside of I Got You Babe, the one with Peter Cetera.
Yeah, After All.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
Shoop Shoop. Snoop.
Yeah.
Shoop Snoop. Wait, it's in his Kiss.
Yes.
Shoop Shoop
The
song.
Shoop Shoop song.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm going to stop saying Shoop. Okay.
Okay.
And all right, I'm at 4.
Yeah.
5, Believe.
Yes.
Which is a song I do not feel
strongly
good.
about. You feel strongly about.
Yeah,
you don't have a strong like for the song.
It could be done during Hate Month if you brought it.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. So there's the 5 that I know.
What about Just Like Jesse James? Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves. Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves.
Oh, yeah. You sang that before in this podcast. Okay. Well, I guess I got more listening to do. So I'm open to suggestions from our listeners for songs I should listen to.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, she started her career with Sonny Bono.
Yeah.
And this is another one of those musical relationships that turned into a romantic relationship, but there's a pretty big gap in their ages.
Yeah, is it 10 years?
11 years. So he was 31, she was 20 when I Got You Babe came out.
And before they got together, I mean, they're apparently originally just together professionally and then became romantic. But at the age of 15, she dated a famous Hollywood actor who was 25.
Oh, Warren Beatty, right?
Yeah. This is before. So 15. I heard somewhere it's 16, but I see 15 here.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And inappropriate?
Yeah. But what's crazy is you think back in the early 60s, which is probably when that relationship happened, you had all of these singers that were singing love songs about 16-year-old girls.
Right.
And this predates well before Benny Mardones sang anything.
Right. I mean, he's taken a lot of shade, but at least he said leave her alone.
Yeah, exactly.
And Warren Beatty did not.
No, he did not.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
It's just crazy to read about this. This is before she even began singing. She was 15. So before she was even singing backup with the songs we're about to talk about, she'd already dated Warren Beatty.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, which is just bonkers, right?
Yeah. Okay, so she's with Sonny Bono.
Yeah, Sonny Bono.
All right. And they end up working with Phil Spector. That sound right? You got some history there.
Yeah, so Cher ended up singing backup on a bunch of Phil Spector songs. So she was involved in Da Do Ron Ron, You've Lost That Lovin' Feeling, and Darlene Love's Christmas Baby Please Come Home.
That's incredible. I didn't mention this in the Take Me Home Tonight episode, but Cher sang backup on Be My Baby, and because she was so loud, they had to move her to the back of the room.
Yeah, I read that as well, saying that her voice is so low and distinctive that she had to be brought back just so it wouldn't cut through all the other backing singers.
It's interesting because some of the songs she did, there was criticism that her voice was too low and sounded too manly, which is not anything I would even consider now when I hear her voice.
No, not at all. But she does have a distinct voice.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Cher says about her voice, it doesn't sound like a man, it doesn't sound like a woman, I'm somewhere more in between. I have a strange style. I do what you do when you can't hold a note. I don't pronounce my R's. I guess some consonants are hard to sing, so I just gotta leave them open.
That's good pop singing, right? That's the whole key in pop music, is you don't want it to be too understandable.
Yeah, exactly. That leads to a massive misheard lyric in this song. And we'll talk about it when we get to our lyrical analysis. Yeah, and it's a little bit embarrassing. If I could turn back time, I would go to a 12-year-old Frank and tell him that's not what she's singing. This is what she's singing.
This is big foreshadowing. I'm looking forward to this. I Got You Babe went to number 1, right? When did they do that?
That was 65.
That's early.
Yeah.
Wow. 1965. So I think Phil Spector wasn't even in favor of her being a singer, right? I've read somewhere about that, but we hate Phil Spector here, so...
Yeah, we're not fans of him at all.
So we don't need to say much more. So she goes to number 1 with I Got You Babe, and then by 1968, they're not getting a lot of hits or anything like that, but they were on a TV show, right? They had their own TV show.
Yeah, they had a variety show.
Yeah. And that ran from the late 60s to mid 70s. And by then it was clear their marriage was kind of done, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And she had a bunch of number 1 hits. So you're right. Gypsies, Tramps and Thieves, Half Breed, and Dark Lady were all big hits. They're number 1 somewhere. I'm not sure where. Okay. And you, of course, famously sing Gypsies, Tramps and Thieves.
Yes. Gypsies, Tramps and Thieves.
I love how you don't pronounce your R's.
I don't Oh, wait, no, there is in Tramps.
Yeah, okay. All right.
When she first met Sonny Bono, she said the thing that she was attracted to the most was his style, because Sonny Bono was relatively short in stature, correct?
Right. Yeah.
And Cher said he just had this amazing style about him, and he just walked with swagger and confidence.
So, because she's 5'6", I think.
Yeah.
Now, she always looks super tall.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She always seems really tall. Yes.
Right.
Maybe it's the giant heels that she's wearing.
Yeah. But that would mean Sonny Bono is quite short in stature.
Yes.
Okay. No judgment, of course.
No. Not coming from the guy who's 6'4".
Yeah. None at all. None at all. So she has her own variety show in the 70s as well as stuff with Sonny Bono. I still think they did another show in the later 70s together, right?
Yeah, I believe so, yes.
Yeah, so they were never at odds with each other, even though their relationship had disintegrated. And she had this sort of interesting working relationship with this costume designer named Bob Mackie. And he
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
He made all those crazy outfits. She has this sort of nude, but not really nude dress that she wore, I think in the early 70s at one of those Vanity Fair Met Gala things or whatever.
Yeah.
And then she had a couple others that she wore. And the thing she wore to the Academy Awards, I don't know if you remember, she had this like wild outfit.
Yeah.
Like she looked like, there was like a headdress on it that was like black feathers or something.
Yes,
and,
yeah.
Anyways, I remember that because I was reading the newspaper at the time. I think I was like 11 or something like that.
Yeah.
And finding out all these bizarre things that I didn't understand. So she seemed kind of omnipresent anyways. Even though she wasn't churning out a ton of hits by the late 70s and early 80s, she still was always around.
Yeah, and she kind of took a break from music for a little while in the mid-80s, and she had a fantastic run as an actress.
Right, because there was, I'm just looking at it here, The Witches of Eastwick.
Yeah.
A movie called Mask. Did you ever see that one?
Yeah. With Eric Stoltz.
Yeah. She was also in Silkwood. There's one called Suspect that I always saw at the video store.
Yeah.
I don't know if Tom Berenger's in it. I just imagine he is. But it's one of those movies, you know what I mean? And then Moonstruck, where she won Best Actress.
Yes.
And Mermaids. I'm trying to think of other movies that she's in tons of movies.
Yeah, she's in a bunch of movies. Yeah. But those were her big movies in the mid-80s when she's on this a bit of a hiatus.
Yeah.
And then in 87, she releases another album.
Right.
And it is a departure. So this is a reinvention of Cher.
Right.
So this is a rock-based album.
Yeah.
Actually, back in 1980, she was the front woman for a band called Black Rose. And they did a number of opening gigs for Hall & Oates. But they refused to use Cher's name because they want to get noticed based on their own merit, not because of Cher.
Is this why I've never heard of them?
Yes. Cher kind of removed herself from the equation from a promotion standpoint, trying to take her name out of it.
Okay. But you can't take a name that iconic. I mean, is the term menonym when it's like a single word?
I think you're hominin.
Sounds, yeah, sure. Does that mean it sounds like a menonym?
Are you trying to say Mennonite?
No, but I don't think she's Mennonite.
No, I don't
think so either. She's Armenian, so probably Orthodox.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Well, good job there, Bill. Okay. Anyways, her name's Cher.
Her name's Cher, yes.
I'm trying to think if there are any other artists with a single name before that.
Madonna.
Right. Well, yeah.
Well, that was after, I suppose.
After. Yeah, unless you're including the one from like 2,000 years ago, I suppose.
She wasn't a Mennonite either.
No, not at all. Okay. All right, that went really well, too. Okay. Yeah. All right, why don't we just get to this second album that she's working on?
The next album in 89, which was...
Heart of Stone.
Heart of Stone, yes. And on that album, if I could turn back time, it was the lead single from that album, yes.
Because there was the duet with Peter Cetera that came out before, but it was for a movie called Chances Are.
Yes, yeah.
And so that's its own sort of thing. We'll definitely be doing an episode on that song at some point.
Oh, I think so, yes.
But this is the proper lead single for the album. Yeah. And she did not want to record this song.
No, it was written by Diane Warren, who we've talked about ad nauseum on this podcast, I think. Like, it seems like every other song that we do is a Diane Warren song.
She's had a big run on our podcast this year in particular. I feel we've talked about her a few times.
Yes.
And she'll be coming back. But for this one, she's in the studio. She's got a song that Cher likes, I think, which is the Jesse James one that you mentioned.
Yeah.
But there is this song. And Cher has heard the demo that Diane Warren sang.
Yeah.
And she hated the song.
Yes. And apparently in one of the sessions, Diane Warren held down Cher's leg and said, "You have to record it." To which Cher yelled back at her, "F-U-B, you're hurting my leg. Okay, fine."
Right.
And then recorded the song.
Yeah. And Diane Warren said she'd pay for it, which is also very funny because Cher must have a fair amount of money by this point, I would assume. So Diane Warren's saying, "I'll pay for this." And this is one of the few songs that I could find where Diane Warren is also a producer.
Yeah.
She produces with Guy Roche, I believe his name is, if I'm pronouncing that right. But Diane Warren as a producer is a rare thing to see.
Mm-hmm.
And she rocks.
Yes. Oh, yeah, because this is a lot more rock-centric.
Right.
Again, like the previous album, this is a reinvention of Cher. So it's less pop, more rock, because that was sort of the sound that was sweeping the nation at the time.
It was. Rock was coming in. And Cher said once she recorded it, she said it took only about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And Diane Warren looked over, and I think it was an FUB as well, said the same sort of thing, or at least said it with her eyes, something like that. And she saw the look on Cher's face, and Cher knew that this was going to be big.
Yeah, that she was right. And this song is Cher's showstopper at the end of the concert. This is, I believe this is the song that she kind of ends her concerts with.
I would think so. I hope it's not Believe.
Well, you don't like that song. So.
I don't like that.
No.
Do you like that song?
It was interesting in the sense that
it ruined music.
Well, it was really that first number one song that was heavily auto-tuned.
Yeah, it might have been the first heavily auto-tuned song that wasn't used to just correct a voice. It was to disrupt or to change things. And then it helped make careers for people who couldn't sing.
Well, yeah.
You're welcome, Drake. But anyways, back to this song. No auto-tune here that I know of.
No. This is just pure Cher power.
And just think about this. If it only took 15 minutes to record, I mean, what take is this? This could be super early.
Yeah.
She just nails it. Even though she hates the song, she's a pro, to quote the guys in Africa. And Steve Lukather from Africa plays guitars on this song.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
There's some interesting personnel on there.
Yes, exactly. But Steve Lukather wasn't in the video.
No, he was not, unless he was wearing a Great Sailor outfit.
Yeah. We'll talk more about the video, but her son is in it, right?
Yes.
The son that she ends up having with Greg Allman.
Yes. And we didn't talk about a lot of Cher's relationships.
Yeah, so she has a thing for celebrities, like most celebrities do.
Right.
So she was involved with David Geffen, Gene Simmons, Val Kilmer, Richie Sambora.
Eric Stoltz, who played her son in Mask.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They were involved?
Yeah. She's not afraid to go for younger guys, which is good on her, but also that's really odd.
And she was in a relationship with a guy named Rob Camilletti, who was working at a bagel shop.
Oh, wow.
This is in like 86 to 89.
So this is the real Notting Hill movie.
I think so, yeah. But there was an 18-year difference in their ages. So she was the fodder for a lot of stand-up comedians and late-night talk shows about how she was robbing the cradle. But Sonny Bono did the same thing.
Right.
Like there was an 11-year difference. And it's creepier when it's 31 and 20.
How old is she in 86?
In 86, she would be 40.
So he was 22.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Well, at least the right side of 20. Right?
And he worked in a bakery.
Yeah.
Wow. This is a great story.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Oh,
I mean, they're not together anymore, but...
But we could produce a movie on this.
We could, yes.
Oh, okay.
If I can turn back time, it's a time-traveling bagel story.
Okay. Save it for the Hallmark category there, Frank.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, that leads us into this song. I think we'll talk about some of the personnel as we go.
Yeah.
Because there's one I really want to talk about, but I want to wait till we get to the part.
All right. Let's jump into the song here.
If I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd take back those words that'll hurt you, and you'd stay.
All right, so we got the dan, right?
Yeah.
A little Lukather, dan.
Yeah.
All right. And then
Sorry, what was that?
Dan.
Right, gotcha.
Right. And then we have that intro, which gives you the chorus, which is a bit like Belinda Carlisle style, right?
Yes.
And so Except in this case, it feels like an intro because they don't go full chorus like Belinda Carlisle did.
Yeah, and it also feels like an intro because in my lyric sheet here, it says intro.
Yeah, you're on the genius side,
yes.
Huh? It makes us feel like geniuses.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. If I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I take back those words that have hurt you and you'd stay. So I do want to talk a bit about the grammar of this
Contractions?
song. Yeah, that of, not that'll. I take back those words that will hurt you, but it was that would have hurt you or that
have hurt you.
Yeah, I would take back those words that have hurt you. Yeah, I guess that's right. That have. So that of. I think it's the only song with a that of in it.
Except for the 7 other songs on my mixtape.
Oh, you did the that of.
Yeah, no.
Mixtape. Okay. That's about all I can say for the interesting parts of this this chorus, at least in the intro here. If she could turn back time, she would take back what she said. What would she do? Do you think she'd attack herself? Put her hand over her mouth?
Yeah, maybe she would find herself and talk to herself, her younger self, and explain, okay, this is a mistake.
Right.
But if I've learned anything from time traveling movies, the same matter cannot exist in the same space from 2 different times, like in Time Cop.
Right. That's right. You'd have to do the splits and
on the chairs.
The chairs, right?
Yeah.
So because the electricity all around you in the water.
Yeah.
That's a great scene.
Exactly.
I think it is Jean-Claude Van Damme's best movie.
It might be. Actually, have you seen the movie JCVD?
No.
It's surprisingly
restrained?
Yeah. He plays himself in it as a washed up action star, which I don't know if there was acting.
Okay. All right. I guess it's time to jump into verse 1, huh?
Wait, we're not talking about Jean-Claude Van Damme?
I don't think.
Okay.
I just don't feel kind-hearted about it. I don't think I have a lot of nice things to say. Okay.
Well, before we jump into verse 1, we should also say that this is a classic Diane Warren song. This isn't to criticize her music or her songs, because she writes a great pop song, but the lyrics are all very surface.
Oh, man. And this one especially kind of jumps off the page in the sense that it doesn't jump off the page.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, I didn't realize it was so, not shallow, but just lacking in some basics in writing to me, but I guess we'll go over that.
Well, there's no real metaphor. There's no devices that really move it along, right?
Right. Because when she does use those similes, she even repeats them, which is really bizarre.
Yeah.
Which I'm looking forward to, I guess. So here's verse 1. I don't know why I did the things I did. I don't know why I said the things I said. Pride's like a knife. It can cut deep inside. Words are like weapons. They wound sometimes.
I don't know why I did the things I did. I don't know why I said the things I said. Pride's like a knife, it can cut deep inside. Words are like weapons, they wound sometimes.
There's your imagery. Pride is like a knife. It can cut deep inside. And then, just in case you didn't catch it, words are like weapons. They wound sometimes.
Okay.
Both her pride and her words cause damage.
Yeah. Okay. If I could turn back time,
yeah,
I would talk to 12-year-old Frank and say, the line is not, words are like whale calls that move sometimes.
That's what you heard?
Yes, honestly. Up until I started researching the song, I still believed those were the lyrics.
So this could be a Free Willy song.
Yeah. I was so excited to research the song and figure out, okay, what does she mean? Words are like whale calls and they move sometimes. And I'm just thinking about this imagery of whales calling out to each other and a distant lover trying to win back her lost love. And no, there are no whales in this song.
No, but they were on the Missouri. So, I mean, as you know, I'm reading Moby Dick one chapter a day until December. So maybe this could be Ahab's song. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. Wow. But I would like to include this whole whale call in our movie that we're going to come up with when we do the Hallmark movie.
Yeah.
So the name of the movie will be Words Are Like Whale Calls.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I don't even know what to say there. That is completely unexpected. But, you know, I think I would have preferred the line, words are like whale calls, because words are like weapons. I feel like saying, listen, you just said pride's like a knife.
Yeah.
Don't repeat yourself too much here.
Yeah.
But then if you have Cher singing, you can get away with it.
Yeah, exactly, because she drops her R's.
Yeah, that's right. I hesitate to say this just because I don't want to feed into your ego here, Frank. But we did talk about this just recently with Unbreak My Heart.
Yeah.
Again, a song where the lyrics come off not as anything special, but a singer can take it and make it something else.
Something amazing,
yeah. I'm not turning back time on that one. We're just going to keep going here. So let's go to pre-chorus. I didn't really mean to hurt you. I didn't want to see you go. I know I made you cry, but baby.
I didn't really mean to hurt you. I didn't want to see you go. I know I made you cry, but baby, if I could turn.
So, do you think that she regrets her decision and her actions?
It's kind of the only thing she does, I guess, because the first one was, I don't know why I did this. And now it's, I didn't really mean to hurt you. I didn't want to see you go. I know I made you cry. Yeah, she didn't mean to hurt him. Well, I guess she should have thought about whatever she said.
Exactly.
I always want to know what she said. Did it sound like this, Frank?
No, that's a husky. In this, it's just like, I didn't mean to hurt you. I didn't want to see you go. I'm not getting a lot of remorse. It sounds more like I didn't mean to get caught.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Some straight talk to Cher and Diane Warren here.
Yeah. I feel like she's regretting what happened because it had a negative effect on her life in the future.
Right. And she hasn't come to grips with what she did say. Was it just blind anger, rage? Does she need to see someone about anger issues? Or did she actually feel this way, that he's a slob?
Yeah.
Or his bagels don't taste as good as they did 2 years earlier.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly, yes.
There's words that you could say, but did you mean them? And if you did, you got to come to grips with it.
Yeah, exactly, right?
But maybe the chorus will give that for us here, Frank.
Fingers crossed, yes.
Okay. If I could turn back time, and I mean, the pre-chorus had the but baby. So, but baby, if I could turn back time.
Yeah.
If I could find a way, I'd take back those words that have hurt you and you'd stay. If I could reach the stars, I'd give them all to you. Then you'd love me like you used to do. If I could turn back time.
But baby, if I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd take back those words that have hurt you. You'd stay. If I could reach the stars, I'd give them all to you. Then you love me like you used to.
You know, Frank, as we were talking through that pre-chorus and you had a little bit of criticism for the narrator, so to speak, of this kind of opened up the chorus for me because
I meant to do that. That was completely on purpose.
Yeah. This person now is saying, oh, I want to turn back time so I could take back what I said.
Yeah.
And if I get you all the stars, which is, that's must be symbolic or metaphorical because if you got all the stars, that's...
She's reaching for the stars. She's not just waiting for a star to fall.
Right. She's not waiting. She's reaching. She'd give them all to the person. Then, because he got a gift, then he'd love her like he used to do.
Yeah.
Would he love her if she just maybe apologized?
Or didn't do those things? Is it because he got something like stars?
Yeah. So if someone said something really mean to you, but they gave you a really awesome gift, would that make things better?
It depends. I'm still waiting on my apology Lamborghini from you after Hate Month.
That's true. It's going to have the Mariah Carey Hero song just playing.
Oh, yes,
on loop.
Please.
Yeah.
But that'd be amazing.
I even bought noise-canceling headphones so I can ride with you in the car. So, yeah, I guess that was my segue into like, here, Frank, I have a gift for you.
Yeah.
But now I know it wouldn't make a difference. Actually, that's not what you said, but
that's not. I'm a very materialistic person.
I also didn't get you a gift, so we're just going to have to go the forgiveness route. Okay.
Well, you gave me a bubbly water, so,
that's a start.
It is.
Okay. So she's going to reach the stars, give it to him, and then she just says she'd do it if she could turn back time. That is the conceit here? Is that the word?
I think so,
That's the word I want to use. All right. And so that leads us to verse 2. We'll see what else we can find here. I think we're doing some really good work. Here we go. My world was shattered. I was torn apart. Like someone took a knife. There it is again. Not the pride knife, but took a knife and drove it deep in my heart. When you walked out that door, I swore that I didn't care. but I lost everything, darling, then and there.
If I could turn back time, my world was shattered, I was torn apart. Like someone took a knife and drove it deep in my heart. You walk out that door, I swore that I didn't care. But I lost everything, darling, there and there.
Yeah, the repeat of the knife and the weapon sort of imagery.
Yeah, that was surprising to me.
Yeah.
And then her world was shattered. Not only that, she had her outer world, the external was shattered, and then she was internally torn apart.
Yeah.
That's a double destruction.
Yeah. What I like about this, though, is that first verse is talking about how she did the damage. She's talking about her pride and her words were weapons used against this guy.
Right.
Now that he is left, all the damage is done to her. So he's gone, and now the knife is deep in her heart.
Right. She's just looking for her own healing.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to be too hard on her here, but there's something there.
Yes.
This is kind of problematic. I never thought of this. Wow.
You picked a really difficult song, Bill.
We did, yeah. My goodness. But, I mean, there is something to be said for where she is right now. She's in so much pain and suffering. She wants him to know how much he means to her by how much she's destroyed by him leaving.
Yeah.
That just sounded worse to me somehow. At least that leads to a pre-chorus that's not the same as the other one.
Yeah.
Too strong to tell you I was sorry. Well, there it is, right? Too proud to tell you I was wrong. So she is admitting it. I know that I was blind. And darling, she's going to get to that chorus.
Too strong to tell you I was sorry. Too proud to tell you I was wrong. I know that I was blind and gone.
Well, I think we got some hope here.
Yes, it sounds that way. At least there's some self-recognition that she's stubborn and proud and strong. Like strong is... Would that be like headstrong?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe she's had to steel herself in her life. I mean,
yeah.
Greg Allman was a kind of terrible guy in the 70s. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Bono wasn't the greatest.
He wasn't great either.
No. Too proud. So not just self-respect, but something else.
Yeah.
Because pride's like a knife, Frank.
Exactly. It cuts both ways, maybe?
Yeah, it can drive deep into your heart, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Pride. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a two-edged knife.
Yes. Like a double-edged knife?
Yeah, two-edged.
Is that the word?
Well, no, that's how I pronounce two-edged.
Okay. I know that I was blind and darling. So she is now admitting, right? She got there. Okay.
She got there, but she's still not saying the words. Maybe she's incapable of saying the words at this time.
Bryan Adams had that going when he said, do I have to say the words?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good one, too.
But Bryan Adams said, please forgive me.
Yeah, he did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did have to say the words.
Yeah, he said the words. He did the things.
Because they cut like a knife.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Wow. We are doing some good stuff here.
We are doing the great analysis of Bryan Adams right now.
Yeah, we are. So we get the chorus again. Same chorus.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But then we're going to get to that bridge, which is still pretty much the same words. If I could turn back time, and then you have the
backing singers.
Yeah, if I could turn back time.
Yes.
And it repeats and repeats and repeats. But then we get the oh baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then leads back to that pre-chorus. The same pre-chorus as the first pre-chorus, correct?
Yes. Now this one, okay, so we talked bridge, okay, so was there much more to say? Let me just take a look at my bridge notes here. I just have written here, oh baby. I think that was my favorite part of the bridge.
I think so too, yeah.
If I could turn back time, if I could turn back time, if I could turn back time, oh, baby.
Then in the pre-chorus, once it ends with the but oh, because you have, I didn't really mean to hurt you, I didn't want to see you go, I know I made you cry, but oh, that oh.
Yeah.
Is a powerhouse O.
Yes.
And
oh, yeah.
What makes the song is her voice, because underneath all the words, or over top of them, is this powerhouse vocal.
Yeah.
Where you understand the feelings are through those sounds more than the meaning made with the words.
Yeah, you get the feeling here, right? And it's really tough to divorce the feeling that she's invoking with her voice from the video. And I know we're going to talk more about the video because the video, she's having a good time.
She is.
Like, she's having a lot of fun.
A lot of fun. That is true. Now, this chorus, it is not a fun song, but because she's so powerful, it works somehow. Even though it's supposed to be really depressing, I think.
Yeah. Do you feel that her voice is so strong that it can travel through time?
Oh, I hadn't thought of it.
Yeah.
Maybe she's doing that right now, and that's how she's had 7 decades of hits.
Maybe, yeah. Well, she is kind of like a Dracula. Like, she doesn't age.
No, that's true. It is incredible.
Yeah.
And possibly terrifying, or at least intimidating.
Yeah, exactly.
So then we get to the powerhouse chorus, right? We're bridge, pre-chorus, and then we have the regular start. If I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd take back those words that hurt you.
And then we get
the key change.
Mid-chorus key change.
Crazy.
Yeah.
If I could reach the stars, and suddenly she is, listen here, Frank, she's now reaching the stars.
Yeah.
She is reaching the stars.
Yeah, with her voice, because that's the imagery that it resembles here, because that key change just soars to the heights. It soars up to the stars. So now she's reaching the stars and bringing them back down to earth. So she has traveled in time.
And she's going to get the bagel guy back.
I think so, yeah.
It's going to happen. I didn't think it did, actually. My whole idea leading into this episode was that you can't turn back time.
Yeah.
But that key change changed my mind.
If I've learned anything from the documentaries from the 80s, like Time Cop and Back to the Future, is that, yes, you can go back in time.
That sounded like a line for a trailer, like the Bill and Frank Travel Through Time movie.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, okay. I want to talk about the backing singers.
Okay, yes.
There is a major backing singer on this song. I can't quite find his voice, but he's one of the great voices in 1980s rock and 70s rock. Michael Anthony.
Yes, that's right. That's right. He's on this. That's crazy.
I love that he was there. Like, did they just bring him in and say, hey, Michael Anthony, down the street recording Pound Cake with Van Halen?
Maybe, yeah. I mean, it makes sense because of the more rock-centric sound that Cher was going with at this time.
Right. Man, it is incredible. And so when you hear those backing vocals and it takes you into the end of the song, but what a powerful moment.
Yeah.
And that's all I got to say about that.
That's all we got to say about that. At the end of the song, is there hope that they get back together?
Well, if she's singing this to him, then she is, in a sense, making it happen.
Yeah.
Because she is admitting she was wrong.
Yes, yeah.
And he's understanding her pain. And so maybe like the micro breaks you might make in a branch when you're climbing a tree. I noticed this outside. They talk about Elijah when he's jumping on a branch. Mm-hmm. They have these little micro breaks in it. Mm-hmm. But as long as you don't really break the branch will become stronger. And so she's turning the big cracks that she formed into micro breaks.
Okay. And then making a stronger tree.
That's right. Tree of love.
Tree of love.
Wow. Great work.
I think so, yes. Yeah.
All right. Now on to the video featuring Cher in what Bob Mackie referred to as a seatbelt.
Yes.
He also referred to it as the most embarrassing thing he's done and asked her not to mention his name, and she didn't for a little while.
Oh, really?
Even though everyone's like, you only wear Bob Mackie. But I remember when it came out, it was almost like a bridge too far. Like, the stuff she wore at the Oscars was kind of zany and crazy.
Yeah.
But this was ridiculous. And watching the video, it is insane what she's wearing.
Yeah.
It really is like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a gymnastics outfit gone wrong.
It's like the Borat mankini.
Yeah. It also doesn't seem to me to be like seductive or sultry. It just seems so bombastic. Maybe it's because Cher's wearing it, but there's something about the clothes that she wears that seems to be done because she's doing it. It's for her, not to try to allure you. I think that's also part of the fun of it, is that she's wearing something she enjoys wearing, and she doesn't really care about trying to seduce you or win you over. That's my take on it. I think that's why she has such strong devoted fans, because part of what she's doing is this spectacle, but she's not sort of playing the seduction game. That's how I take it.
I think she's doing it just because she can do it, and she's 43 at this point. I hesitate to say this, but in pop star years, that's pretty old.
It's kind of ancient.
Yeah.
I mean, it's interesting because you have Tina Turner at that time. You also have, I think it's over though for Starship.
Yeah. But, Grace Slick, right?
Yeah. But you did have these like major players, like Aretha Franklin still was out there. She did that George Michael song. So you had that. But I mean, it is amazing because Cher goes out there, and I feel part of what she's doing is also saying, oh, I can still do this, and I can be better at this than you. Because someone asked her, when do you think the next Cher is going to show up? Which one of these new artists is the new Cher?
Yeah.
And she's kind of like trying to be kind about it. She said, yeah, well, I mean, when they have hits in 7 decades, you can, come talk to me again. Because she's still Cher. She's still doing what she does.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's not like she's disappeared. But this video, okay. Oh, man. So much to say. Well, first off, the director is Marty something or other.
McFly.
Yeah, if only. I want to say Marty Calder, but I feel like that might be like a Canadian figure skater.
Well, you're close. It's Marty Kellner.
Okay, so I was pretty close.
You were pretty close, yeah.
He directed a ton of videos. If you look at his sort of bio, they never said on the Wikipedia page, I didn't get too far, what videos he did do, but he did them for a ton of bands. And for this, he had a spec sheet or a storyboard that he gave to the Navy, because there's a whole backstory here with getting this ship in. And I think in the storyboard, she might have been wearing a kind of crazy looking outfit.
Oh, okay.
But might look different when it's just penciled in.
Yeah.
But there's a different story to the video. But let's just get to the beginnings here. The Navy has had a great moment with the movie Top Gun in terms of getting recruitment.
Yes.
And they don't really have a huge budget for recruitment. That's not a thing you do in, I think, the military. And so they were looking to have someone do a video. And this kind of worked out that way.
Yeah.
But this wasn't the original boat they were going to use. They were going to use another one. But it turned out that the guy who was the, and somehow they have a PR guy maybe for the USS Missouri.
Yeah.
He ended up convincing Marty, I'm going to just call him by his first name, to do the video on his boat. I shouldn't call it a boat, should I?
When it's something that big, it's considered a ship.
Okay. Now, the USS Missouri is kind of an important historical artifact.
Yes, absolutely. It was a battleship in the 1940s. It was completed in 44, and it was the last battleship commissioned by the United States, and it was assigned to the Pacific Theater during the Second World War.
Okay, wow. So this is really important.
Yes, yeah.
And you can see why people who may be veterans or who've lost loved ones and all that, not necessarily in USS Missouri, but just in general, would be not thrilled that a woman wearing something that looked like seatbelt was like just straddled on one of those cannons.
Yeah.
Okay. So they shoot the video. They have a whole storyboard too, and apparently they recorded it for days.
Yeah,
right?
And there's a whole story, theme, and narrative about the video.
Yeah, because Cher told Q Magazine in 2013, she said, there was a whole story. I climbed up stuff. I was running away from a lover. I was in a cage, in a speedboat, and when the director got to the edit, he just said, F this. Here's the money shot. Me on a battleship with the sailors. They were real sailors, too. They were funny. They kept calling me ma'am.
Yeah, that's right, because the Missouri is just jammed with enlisted men.
Yes.
Enlisted sailors.
It's amazing.
Yes.
The video is crazy. So you can get senses of it because there are a few moments where she's dressed in a different outfit.
Yeah.
Very rare. But when she comes out in this outfit, the noise that the men make is so loud.
Yeah.
And the video works really well because you can hear them cheering her.
Yeah.
Whether it's canned noise. I like to think it's the actual noise of the people.
I like to believe that as well, yes.
And I'm not used to seeing sailors in the white suits when it's not done for comedic purposes.
Yeah.
But they all look like they're actual real sailors.
Right now I have, what was that movie with Fred Astaire where he's a sailor and dancing? Is that one?
Yes, that is one.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it starts with an A, but I forget the rest of it.
Yeah, Astaire. The movie.
Yeah, okay. Astaire.
Astaire, yeah.
Right, okay. All right, yes. I was thinking about those poor sailors that got shot in The Untouchables when they're trying to climb the stairs with the baby carriage going down.
Yeah.
Also, I was thinking of Popeye. I got a whole bunch of ideas in my head.
Yeah.
But not this one. So they see her come out in that outfit and they go wild. And I guess whoever was in charge there said to the director, you got to get her changed. We can't have this.
Well, too late.
Too late, buddy.
Yeah.
And, these sailors will not be shortchanged on this. They were all over it. And so there's scenes in the video where she puts on the sailor hat and dances for them. And they're just having a great time.
Everyone's having a great time. And that's the difficult thing with this video. Divorcing the fun time that she's having from the lyrics of the song.
And, there's something about just leaning into it where they're saying, oh, F it. This is what the song's about.
Yeah,
Listen to her vocal. She's going to win the guy over anyways.
Yeah, exactly. How do you say no to that vocal?
Oh, my goodness. There is some no's I think I would have said. I would have said no maybe to the guitarist with the Jimi Hendrix shirt.
You mean her son?
Her 12-year-old son.
Yes.
Is up there while his mom is wearing the craziest outfit. It's a crazy outfit, but also she's comfortable with who she is.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And I think that's the thing with Cher. There's no sense that she is shy, even though she was nervous about it. And Bob Mackie said this is the only time you ever saw her nervous, because I think she knew this is going to be crazy.
Yeah.
That she's wearing this. But she went for it, and it somehow works. Like, I never found the video to be lusty. No. I just found it strange that she had tattoos then, because no one seemed to have tattoos back then.
That's true, yeah. Unless you were like a rock and roll star, like a hair metal guy.
Right. But she had 2 tattoos, and they were on either one of her butt cheeks.
Yes.
And that was crazy to me.
I rewatched the video, obviously, while researching this, and I thought you had to look pretty hard to find those tattoos.
Yeah.
They didn't jump out at me.
I know.
So, like, how many times did you watch the video? Like,
as a
closely?
kid, it got burned into my brain, those tattoos. I don't know. Those are the first things I remember. In my head, for the video, it was just a slow-mo shot of her rear end. But now I realize I must have just paused the VHS tape. Okay, maybe it was lustier than I thought. Okay.
But it's not that it was any more scandalous than any of the, like, metal band videos out there that had scantily clad women in bikinis and all of that going on. It's the fact that it was controversial because it was on that battleship, right?
I mean, and she's on top of the cannons.
On the guns, yeah.
They're called guns, I guess, on ships. They don't use cannons anymore?
Well, it's not a pirate ship, so no.
No, okay. But she wasn't fighting the War of 1812.
No, I don't think so, no.
But in our movie... Maybe.
Well, that's part of the time travel.
Well, that's where the bagel had to work.
Yeah, exactly.
When he got in the time machine.
Yes.
We're never going to get to this Hallmark. We're going to finish it before we get there.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of complaints about the video, and MTV finally relented and said that they would only show it after 9:00 at night.
It's crazy. It's still a huge hit.
Yeah.
The video has been uploaded to YouTube, and it's been HDified.
Yeah.
And
so you can see the tattoo easier.
Exactly. 100 million views.
That's bonkers.
It's crazy, huh? She is hugely popular.
Oh, she's iconic, right?
Yeah. Okay, Frank, time to go to some more categories.
Okay.
Hallmark movie.
Yes.
She's going to get into a fight with her boyfriend who makes bagels.
Yes.
She wants to take things back. She builds a time machine.
But she enlists the help of a country scientist.
Right.
In Maine.
Right. And the only way to get the time machine to work is to go 80 knots an hour. Hence all the sailors who are with her.
Oh, that makes sense. Yes.
Yeah. But this is going to be crazy because when she goes back in time, she ends up with all those sailors from the USS Missouri. And they're wild guys.
Yeah.
But they're ready to sort of save villages, and they put their dukes up and they fight with their fists like a 1920s boxer.
Yeah. How fast is a knot?
I have a feeling it's not as fast as I think. It's a nautical mile.
Yeah.
So you go 80 nautical miles an hour.
Can the USS Missouri do that?
I'm just looking on Copilot here because I have my computer.
Okay.
And it says some military vessels can reach speeds close to or above 80 knots.
Oh, okay.
Especially, Frank, if you fill it with plutonium.
I like that.
Yeah. All right. So she's going to go back in time. Now, is it going to be kind of a bit slapstick? Is she going to miss the timeline and end up in the War of 1812?
I think that makes sense,
okay.
Right?
Now, what about the bageler? Is he with her in this?
I think she goes back to 1812, and basically at that time, she's looking for the bageler, but obviously has gone back too far. Invents the bagel, changing the future.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe she even meets his great-great-great-grandfather who looks exactly like him.
Exactly. And does her best not to fall in love with him.
Right. And she writes a note, right?
Oh, yes.
And she needs to leave it for him. And it's going to be in the bagel shop, but she has to put it in the basement because they haven't made bagel shops yet?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. And the boat, of course, is at port where Brandy is waiting for her man to come home. Okay. So she's, Oh, it's in Brandy's bar. I know we're starting to
we're all over the place here.
We are, but she's going to put a note to herself for the bag.
Well, wouldn't she write it to the bagler so he would go back in time and save her from 1812?
Okay. Oh, wow. We're going to really have to work on this movie.
Yeah.
So the bagler's also going back in time.
Well, yeah, because if she goes back in time and leaves this note, why would she leave it for herself? I think she would leave it for the bagler, similar to Back to the Future 3. Remember when the guy comes with the note to Marty McFly? So Marty McFly has to go back to the Old West.
Right. So
the bagler's dock.
Right. The bagler's going to make another time machine and go back. And all they care about is love. They're not interested in changing world history.
No. Love and bagels.
Love and bagels. Well, that's a good title. Yeah. I thought it was going to be about whale sounds because the whales actually save them at the end.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's a husky again.
It's a husky. Well, we can get huskies if we need to, Frank.
Okay.
I just wanted to keep the lyric strong, but maybe you could hear husky in there instead of what was it? The whales. What was the line?
Words are like whale calls that move sometimes.
Right. Well, the whales make all the sounds in there.
Yes.
This is where my reading of Moby Dick is going to finally work things out. And no one's going to kill a sperm whale in this one. No, because they're enlightened 1980s people.
All right, so a lot of work has to go into this movie, I think.
Yeah, it may be our worst. And I think probably because I came up with it. Yeah, but at least there's no werewolves in this one.
Well,
there's still room.
There's still room for werewolves and Draculas.
Okay. Do you have a top 10 list for us?
Yes, I do. The song peaked at number 4 the week of September 23rd, 1989.
Okay. So that is almost 36 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. For context, that is 1 month and 13 days after my 12th birthday.
Okay.
So everyone remembers my 12th birthday. I think I threw a tantrum and I was sent to my room while all my friends played.
And now you're in grade 7. It's September 23rd. You're in grade 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, right now I'm working.
Yeah. But if you could turn back time.
Yes. If I could turn back time.
Yeah. Yeah. You'd be in grade 7.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Would you do that? I would not go back to grade 7.
No.
Maybe for Vengeance, a different type of movie.
I like we go from Love and Bagels to just Vengeance.
Oh, Revenge of the Nerds 4, whatever it's going to be. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, top 10. Number 10, Cold Hearted by Paula Abdul.
Ooh, look into his eyes. Oh.
He's been telling lies.
He's a lover. Okay, let's keep going.
Yep. Number 9, Hangin' Tough, New Kids on the Block.
There it is. New Kids were ruling the charts for a while there.
Yep. Number 8, Miss You Much, Janet Jackson.
That is an awesome song.
Shower Me With Your Love by Surface at 7.
Okay. All right.
Don't Want to Lose You, Gloria Estefan at 6.
Oh, I remember that well. They played it all the time on the radio.
Yeah. Number 5 was Cherish by Madonna.
My favorite Madonna song is Cherish.
Nice.
Okay.
Number 4, 18 in Life by Skid Row.
Oh, I forgot it went that high.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, sorry. When I said it peaked at number 4, I meant it peaked at number 3.
Oh, good. It went even up one.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly. Someone turned back time and changed the charts on me, apparently.
Okay, just by one. The bagel guy's working slow.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Number 3, If I Could Turn Back Time by Cher. Number 2, Heaven by Warrant.
Oh, man. Closer to it every day.
No matter what your friends say, I forget the lyrics.
Okay. You're doing well there.
Was I?
Yes.
And number 1 is Girl, I'm Gonna Miss You by Milli Vanilli.
Oh my goodness. That song sucks. I have the tape downstairs. I remember when Girl, I'm Gonna Miss You came up, there's a great article on it in Sterogum where it's like, well, sometimes they just start sending things up to number one.
Yeah.
And that's one of those songs where it was like, what is this? And when you hear it, questions about production, all this.
Yeah.
But of course, Diane Warren will have her revenge because Blame It on the Rain is going to go to number one.
That's right.
After this.
Yeah.
Goodness. I feel it should have gone to number one.
Yeah, I think so. It's in retrospect, yes.
Yeah, and we don't need to turn back time because if we went forward in time, this is the number one song.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think Girl, I'm Gonna Miss You has 100 million views on YouTube.
No, I do not think so either. Bill, if you could turn back time, what would you do?
Oh, this is easy.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have broke up with Ashley back in 2004. This is actually the song I guess I could have sung to her at the wedding. Had I the guts to sing, and had she not already sang at the wedding and her voice was beautiful, then if I got up, it would kind of clear the room, as we say in the business.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I would do. I would go back. But then, of course, what would happen? Maybe the podcast wouldn't happen.
Yeah. Who knows? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure Ashley would say, that's great. I'm glad you were able to get the podcast out of this. What about you, Frank? Did we already establish you would go back in time to...
Oh, I wouldn't do anything that altruistic. I'd probably prevent a genocide or some sort of make some grand geopolitical gesture that would, change the world in the betterment of all mankind instead of just, one couple. So,
all right, small goals.
Yeah.
Small goals. All right, Frank. Well, thanks for kind of bringing us down. All right. How about, do you remember when you first heard the song?
I don't remember specifically. I remember being everywhere. And I remember when it first came out, I didn't like the song.
Okay. Well, I remember seeing the 2 tattoos on her rear ends.
Yeah. So you immediately liked it.
Yeah, I did really like the song. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
My sister probably was the one who was kind of pushing for it being a great song, and it was.
Yeah. My sister probably would have, I don't know if she liked this song or not. I can't recall. I think because of her involvement in the 60s and 70s, I don't know if my dad had an influence on me because I don't think he liked the song. So my dad didn't like it. I didn't like it, I suppose.
Okay. All right. And then you became your own man.
I became my own man.
Grade 11 or
Exactly,
12
yeah.
and said, I like the Cher song.
Yeah, exactly, Dad. You don't understand me and you don't understand my music and my love of Cher.
I love that. It was actually about Cher's If I Could Turn Back Time.
Yeah,
It wasn't about
exactly.
Canadian indie rock.
No,
Okay.
not at all.
Great. Okay, mixtape.
Yes.
Do you have a mixtape?
Yes. So the song is about second chances, regret, and undoing a mistake.
Okay.
So these are all songs that have a similar theme as that. I'm going to start it with If You Leave Me Now by Chicago.
Oh, yeah, that's a great one.
Every Rose Has Its Thorn by Poison. It Must Have Been Love by Roxette.
Oh, wow.
A bit of a newer one. When I say newer, I mean within the last 10, 15 years. Say Something by A Great Big World and Christina Aguilera.
Okay.
And I am going to finish it off with 2 massive songs. I Can't Make You Love Me by Bonnie Raitt.
Oh, yeah.
And How Am I Supposed to Live Without You by Michael Bolton.
There's a sense in those last 2 that they're not getting together.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah.
And that's really painful.
It is, yeah. The Say Something song has a very similar sentiment, too.
So I have songs about it being too late. I call
Okay.
it the Can't Turn Back mix.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right, so I got about 3 to 5 songs here. We'll see how it all shakes out. The first one is Careless Whisper by George Michael.
Okay.
He made a mistake and it's too late.
Yes.
It's over. All Around the World, Lisa Stansfield.
Oh, good call.
She hurt her baby and she can't find him. Hello by Adele, same type of deal. She's calling out the hello, but he's gone.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, next up. These 2 don't work quite the same, but I want to put them in anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like my 3 plus 2 bonus.
Gotcha.
I Wish It Would Rain Down by Phil Collins.
That almost made it on mine.
Well, wow, good. Great minds think alike, and great Phil Collins songs also are great Phil Collins songs. I noticed that Phil Collins also never really apologizes in his songs.
Yes.
And so I was doing a bit of psychoanalysis and I didn't like what I saw. I couldn't find songs where Phil Collins was asking for forgiveness. He does a lot of blaming and feeling sad, but he doesn't talk about what he's done.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm going to work that out in future episodes.
Oh, wait, we're going to do more Phil Collins songs?
Oh, well, the people keep asking. I know you can't find those emails, but I read them and then delete them. Okay, and then finally, I have Kentucky Rain by Elvis Presley.
Oh,
where
nice.
he's walking with rain in his shoes.
Yes.
Searching for you in the cold Kentucky rain. I love that song.
That's awesome.
Poor
Elvis.
Elvis.
Oh, yeah, poor Elvis.
What part of the song brings you joy?
The part of the song that brings me the most joy is that mid-chorus key change. When she goes into, if I could reach the stars, I give them all to you. That change right there, just amazing.
Yeah. I mean, that is it, right? I'd be just around there. Even in that pre-chorus after the bridge, when she goes through it, but when she says, I know I made you cry, but oh, that oh is one of the great O's.
And when she has that key change, it brings everything up. It makes you feel a little bit hopeful that, yes, there is going to be resolution to this, that they are going to get back together.
Truer words never spoken, Frank. Well, I hope you enjoyed our walkthrough, If I Could Turn Back Time, by one of the iconic Guilt-Free Pleasures artists, I guess you'd say?
I would think so, yes, absolutely.
It is surprising we've never done an episode, but we've teased it a lot.
Yeah, I've recommended that we did Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves a number of times, but for one reason or another, you said that it wouldn't fit.
No, but we got a lot of you singing it regardless.
Yeah. Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves.
And I want to thank you, dear listener, for joining us week in and week out. And if you're a dear listener who doesn't do that, I'm glad you joined us for week in here.
And we want you to know that if we could reach the stars, we'd give them all to you.
You've been listening to Bill and Frank's Guilt-Free Pleasures.